Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another episode of Gratitude and Gains, where we are going to get our blood pumping, our bodies moving. We're going to set our gratitude and goals for the morning so we can absolutely crush the day. So I'm super excited you're here with me. If this is your first time on Gratitude and Gains, I want you to go ahead and check in with me in the chat and just put a 1 so I know this is your first time. And I'd love to welcome you and give you a quick shout out. If you have been here before, just go ahead and rep your city, rep your hood. Let me know where you're tuning in from. We get people from all over the world, so I'd love to welcome you as well. But let's just go ahead and dive on in this morning, because I'm already late, y'all. I'm already late, but that's okay. Better be late than not at all. So excited this morning and super grateful. This morning, I'm going to tell you, I wrote down in my gratitude journal that I am grateful for movement. I got my body moving this morning, so that's always good. I'm grateful for my health. Today is officially 100 days smoke-free, okay? 100 days ago, live on this show, I crushed a pack of cigarettes and quit smoking. And I had been smoking for 28 years. 28 years, crazy to think about, since I was 10 years old. And I am now officially across the 100-day mark with no smoking. So I'm excited about that and grateful for that, because I never thought that would be possible, but I did it. So I'm grateful for growth. I got a lot of things growing right now, which are amazing. I'm grateful for progress. And doors that keep opening. I've had a lot of opportunities come my way that I'm excited about and grateful for. I'm incredibly grateful for Elena, which is my new girlfriend. Things are going very, very well. I'm grateful that she wants to serve and support my mission. She's actually coming alongside me and going to be working together with me and helping me to expand my mission and my reach. So I'm excited about that. We're going to start testing, working together and things like that, which is pretty cool, being very intentional and also protecting the relationship at the same time. So we've been working through and talking through things, which is amazing. But I'm excited ultimately to be walking side by side, building something that's really meaningful together. So I'm excited about that. And I also wrote down that I'm grateful for protection. God has watched over me so many times in my life, y'all don't even know. I'm going to tell you right now, so many times. I've had angels looking over me for sure. Sometimes he's watched over me when I don't even deserve it. You know what I mean? So I'm just super grateful for all the times that God has watched over me in my life when I didn't realize how close to danger I even was. And I'm grateful for his continued protection and guidance in my life. So what about you? Tell me something you are grateful for in the chat. Would love to hear from you. We got Anita is in the house. Tom Lyman, 100 days. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, 100 days. Absolutely, my friend. And if it wasn't for like having some accountability, this show held me accountable. Honestly, it was this show that held me accountable to do that. You know, because I knew I had to get up here. If I messed up, I had to get up here and either tell you all the truth or I had to lie to you. And I didn't want to do either of those, so I just didn't smoke. All right. We got Mary Ann, good morning. It's your birthday. Oh my goodness. Happy birthday, Mary Ann. Good to see you. Thank you for showing up and being here on your birthday. We appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, let me know where you're tuning in from in the chat. Rep your city, rep your hood. Love to hear from you. But again, those are just a few things this morning I wrote down that I am grateful for. I'd love to hear from you. What are you grateful for? What's something that you're grateful for in this season? I'm grateful for the protection and provision that God has shown over me, over my life. so many times when I don't deserve it. You know what I mean? For grace. Oh my goodness, that word grace. You know, grace is like the undeserving, like you don't deserve it, but God does it anyway. So I'm grateful for that. This morning, I was reading my devotional, and in my devotional, it said, come to God, rest and trust. Right? Rest and trust. And that's something I'm going to tell you that I personally need to work on, is that rest part. Sometimes I just go. And also the trust part, sometimes I want things on my timeline, right? So I'm working on these two areas, rest and trust, right? Said not everything needs to be explained. Not everything needs to be figured out in real time. Sometimes the best thing you can do is just worship, just praise in the storm. If you're going through a battle, just, hey, take a pause, take a breather, worship, when you're in the valley and when you're on the mountaintop, both times, and breathe and remember who's guiding you, right? So I was also reading this morning, John 15 and John 16, and it basically echoed the same truth. It said kind of the same thing, that, to stay connected to the source. Don't try to do everything on your own. That's when we mess up, when we try to do it all on our own, right? Peace is found from being anchored, right? If you think about an anchor, it keeps you from moving around in the storm. So yesterday I was at church, had an amazing service. It was awesome. Worship team there broke me down, y'all. I'm going to tell you something about worship music. I will break down. I'm a pretty strong dude. I don't cry often, but worship music will make me cry for sure. Brings out my emotions like crazy. I think it's because I know of the grace that I've had on my life and all the stupid mistakes that I've made over my life. And God just continues to watch over me, Good morning. I see Flor Grandos in the house. Good to see you. Flor Grandos, yesterday was your birthday. Oh my goodness. Lots of birthdays showing up. I love that. Tom says, I'm grateful for you being accountable and showing up and consistency. It has challenged me and is impacting so many others in a positive way. I'm grateful for my sobriety and being able to look in the mirror and be proud of myself, to love God, love others as myself. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate that. And yes, it was amazing. Yeah, the consistency part, look, man, I struggle with it. I didn't feel like getting up here this morning. I had a couple little interruptions. I'm a little bit later today than I normally am. But I got to keep going. Either way, regardless of whether I'm late, I've just made a commitment to myself. Like originally when I first started, I was like, I'm going to be at 6 a.m. And then I started to realize, no, that puts too much pressure. And it's like, if I'm going to do it every morning, if I'm going to do it consistently, I just need to do it. And it's regardless of it's 6, 6:05, 6:30, right? Like I was testing out this morning. Let's see if I can get it to work. Let's see if it will work here. Yep, there we go. New camera angle. So I'm actually working on some different things. So this is like a different camera angle. Let's see if I can get it to zoom in. To zoom in. See that? I got big face. Now I got small face. Anyway, I was working on some new things in here. I'm trying to make this a better overall experience. And so it pushed my start time to a little bit later this morning. But that's okay. That's okay. The point is to just get started and to just keep going and to stay consistent. So I appreciate you noticing that, Tom. The consistency part, that sometimes I don't want to, but I get up here and I do it anyways. So, but let me go back to the message today. Today, here's kind of where I'm at. Right now, things are moving quickly. Can y'all believe it's already almost 2026? Ugh, it's crazy. Yeah, things are moving fast. Time is moving fast. The world is moving fast. Technology is moving fast. Oh my goodness, everything's just go, 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 go. Right now, I've got a lot of things I'm working on. I've got my Career Transition Summit, which is in the final stretch. Okay, pieces are coming together. Things are coming together, right? Content's being finalized. I've got execution that's in motion right now. I'm still studying. I've got a test date that's locked in. So y'all be praying for me on that one, because I've already failed it twice. And this one is a big one. If I fail it a third time, I have to wait 6 months. So y'all be praying for me. So I'm studying. I got a test date locked in, January 16th. And I'm committed to finishing strong, you know. That's what I've got going on right now. And so, yeah, life feels fast, a lot of things going, but it also feels purposeful. And that matters, because I know why I'm doing all this stuff. I'm not just doing it to do it. Like, I've got purpose behind it. So the lesson is pretty simple this morning, is that progress moves best when your heart is calm and your priorities are clear, right? When you have peace, right? You build better when you're centered, right? You lead better when you're steady. You make better decisions when you're grounded in peace instead of pressure, right? So even though I've got things moving, life seems to be going fast, I still feel grounded. I feel like I have an anchor, you know? It's that peace. And when things don't feel that way, like when things feel a little chaotic and they feel stressful, anxious, right? That happens. But I literally can just call on God for peace. And it's crazy. Like, what happens? You do it. Peace washes over you. I've had times where I've been like where I can't sleep, you know, with anxiety, right? You got like worries and anxiety and stuff like that, and you have trouble sleeping. I just start praying, and God takes care of it. Next thing you know, I'm sleeping like a baby. You know, you guys should try it sometimes. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, okay, here's an action step for you guys as I wrap this up this morning. Where do you need peace so you can lead well, right? Do you need peace with your wealth, your health, your business, your career, your relationships? Like, where do you need peace? Then take one step. And what I want you to do is I want you to pray, pause, okay, refocus, and just recenter. Take a moment, pause, breathe, refocus, recenter. Don't try to push harder. Just move from a place of strength, okay? So in closing, guys, in life, you know, if life feels like it's accelerating, it's going fast, that's not always a bad thing. It just means there's momentum building, right? There's doors that are opening. It means God's moving things forward in a positive direction. So just make sure you're grounded, that you're anchored, that you're staying grateful, right? You know, I thought about something as I was at church yesterday, and, you know, I thought about being grateful that I still have a need for God in my life. That, you know, a lot of times we want freedom, we want financial freedom, and we want, you know, I mean, imagine being so rich that it's like you had everything in life, that you weren't dependent on God. Like, I'm glad that I'm dependent on God. I'm grateful that I still have a need, you know what I mean? And as I work towards financial freedom, I don't ever want to forget that. I want to always be dependent on God, you know? I don't ever want to get to a point where I feel like I don't need him. You know what I mean? And I think that happens a lot as you see people gain more success. They start losing that dependence on God. They become their own God. You know what I mean? That's why you see, like, right now with like all the P. Diddy stuff and all that kind of stuff, like people just, they get to a point in their life where they grow so fast that they forget and try to become their own God. And anyways, I'm grateful that I'm dependent on God, that I still need him. You know, I hope that never changes. And even as I work towards freedom, financial freedom, all of that, again, I want true freedom, which comes from God. That comes from walking with him in peace and love. So remember, guys, just stay grounded, stay grateful, stay intentional, and keep showing up for what matters the most. Show up for your family, show up for your colleagues, show up for whatever your calling is. Just keep showing up. Remember that peace and progress can exist at the same time. They can. Peace and progress. You can go for it all and have peace as you're doing it. Like, I'm going for it all, but I still have peace, right? You don't have to choose. And I think right now in this world we live in, this hustle culture, it's like go, 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 grind, grind, grind. And, you know, you can lose your peace in the process. But you don't have to, right? You do not have to. So let me go to the chat real quick. Hopefully this has been helpful. Let's see. Floor, good morning. Good to see you. MD Safar. Appreciate you for being here. Guys, thank you so much. Hope y'all are all doing well. Hope you have an amazing, blessed day. And Merry Christmas to each and every one of you. If I don't see you or hear from you before Christmas, Merry Christmas. He is the reason for the season. All right. Have an amazing, blessed day. I'm going to get to the rest of my workout. But let's rock. Let's roll. Let's go.